Hi everybody, Eric here, back with another unboxing. The next couple are all going to be along the same theme because I got a bunch of stuff from this movie. The release date was pushed back to November 6th, but of course, due to everything that's going on, I am talking about Black Widow. And today we have the film's namesake herself, Black Widow, in her brand new white get up here. This is the deluxe edition, and it comes with a bunch of firsts, which are really cool. We get some fire effects. There's a flight stand inside, as well as a ton of accessories and hands for Natasha here herself. The box is very similar to a normal Marvel Legends box, obviously, albeit much larger. Some great art on the side of Black Widow herself. And on the back, we have kind of a detailed breakdown of what we get in here. Again, all of the cool fire effects and explosion effects, a detailed diagram of what the stand actually does here, and then, of course, the little read-through as well, and we will make sure we get a picture of this before we get started. So without further ado, let's get her open. Super excited for this figure. As you can see back here, I only have one Black Widow figure. It's kind of a kit bash. I really like the way that the Infinity War Black Widow figure looks, but without the green vest, because she kind of has that standard like cool Black Widow black outfit on, but she looks great with the Endgame Target exclusive 2-pack head on her. So that's how I have her right now. All right, so really cool. So as you can see inside the box, we have the really cool double blister, the 2-layered blister. So underneath we have the flight stand, and then Natasha with all of her accessories. Inside the box we get, typical of Marvel Legends, we get a pretty cool display. I'm trying to see, looking at another Black Widow figure here. Yeah, it's a larger version of what's in the regular size single carded figures. So really cool. Let's start to get some of this out. So Marvel Legends collectors, we've been asking for stuff like this for a long time. These really cool set pieces. So they all have a peg on the bottom that you can see there. And on the base, there are various, whoa, almost dropped it. There are various holes. So these fit nicely into the holes. There's no real audible click when they lock in, but you can feel that it's in there. And I mean, it's snug. It's not going anywhere. So that's neat. You also get a miniature version of that. Again, same thing with the hole. And when we take photos of these, I'll make sure that we we kind of show them in some different configurations. Now, a lot of people have already been saying that some of these effects, as I kind of carefully take out these very tiny guns and her hooks, her little like chain hooks, that some of these effects work great on some other figures. And there's been some review videos already. Shartimus Prime showed in his video how some of these more angled effects that they have here, as you can see, they don't have the typical full arrangement of explosives around it like the Iron Man effects do. That some of these look great with the Pepper Potts Iron Man 3 figure. They fit in her hand better than a normal blast does, because she doesn't have the wrist articulation, and her wrist it kind of works better with that angle. We have two of these wrist blast effects, almost like Godzilla. So they will require us to pop the hands off in order to get them around her wrists, because finally, Black Widow has her power gauntlets, which she hasn't had in any of the films thus far. I'm on the fence about getting the single-carded Black Widow. I really wanted this one, not just for the effects, but I love the white suit. And it's just different. It looks different because I already have a black suit. What's neat about the black suit in this film, or at least in the figure, she has the gold power gauntlets, which is awesome. We get 2 additional sets of hands. She comes carded with the fists on, but we get 2 types of grippy hands. One of which is for her her hooks, and you can see the difference here. Let me get to the same side of the hand. So you can see one of them has the trigger finger, and the other one is just a standard grip. So for the hooks, for the pistols. And then she has this really cool like tri-fire effect. So they're all connected. And what's nice is prior to these effects, these are a little like, they have like a gummy kind of like crystalline feel to them, which is awesome. Which gives them a little more pliability. And also this neat like kind of see-through effect. But you can see you have 3 blasts here with 1 port peg, or 1 peg for a port. I'm not entirely sure yet what that ports into that she has. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Yeah, because there's a lot going on here. It definitely doesn't go on to her blasters or her hooks. Interesting. Oh, I see it. I see. Okay. So on the base, I got it here. On the base, there are additional pegs for smaller explosions. Yeah. So like the big ones here, and I'll just kind of put the one that has 3 on it here. So you can kind of, I mean, that's a weird combination, Eric, but you can kind of get the idea here that you can kind of have these multi-leveled explosions because and again, yeah, they poured in really solid. But they do look like the standard port size of like the Iron Man effects. So there could be some potential there. Last but not least, let's get her out of the package here. Oh, stunning figure. They absolutely nailed Scarlett Johansson's likeness here. I can never get this thing to focus. It always wants to focus on me. Come on, focus on Natasha. Well, it'll come up clear in the pictures you can see. She looks fantastic. They completely nailed the likeness. What's neat is if you have the Infinity War or the Endgame Black Widow, you now have 3 distinctly different looks. So you have the blonde hair, you have the red hair that kind of fades out in a ponytail and a braid, and now you have just kind of like a standard long hair look. Now, other people, again, have posted pictures of her with this head on the some of the earlier Black Widow figures, and it looks great. You know, the face tech has just improved so much. This literally does look like a little person, which is a little real version of her. What's neat is the gauntlets are separate, so I'm just gonna real quick pop a fist off here. You could, in theory, take it off. You could take them off and put them on another figure. You know, if you wanted to put them on your black suited Black Widow, you absolutely could. And, you know, like standard Marvel Legends, the joints, the accessories pop in and off super easy. So let's go over some articulation here. All right, so we have the standard head. You know, we can look down, we can look up. A little encumbered by her hair on the looking up, but can definitely look down. You have the ball at the shoulder. You have a single jointed wrist, or single jointed elbow, excuse me, but it is very, very well done for a single jointed. You even have like, it articulates the wrong way a little bit, which is a little disturbing, but it works well. She's got the as you can see, the twist at the wrist. She also can articulate down and back. She's got movement at the waist, a substantial amount of movement at the waist, actually. So right and left, as well as down, pretty far back. Her legs, she has the ball joints, can almost go into a full split. I would say that she could go into a full split were it not for, you know what? No, these actually aren't encumbering her. It's actually the way that she's shaped. But lots of movement there. She has the thigh swivel. She's got a double jointed knee, which perfect. I mean, couldn't ask for anything more for that. No calf swivel or wrists or swivel there, but she does swivel, of course, at the ankle and rocks all the way forward and all the way back. So tons and tons of articulation. The poses with this figure that I've seen already have been absolutely incredible. Of course, she has 2 holsters. So prior to this, she has had holsters for her like stun sticks, I guess you could call them. Her pistols fit perfectly into those. They're not coming out. They don't encumber anything. They don't, disrupt her movement at all. Let's throw on one of the wrist effects here. We'll throw on one of the wrist effects, and then we'll do a, we'll put a, let's see. I'm thinking, let's look at the package real quick. Yeah, they traveled back. All right, so we're gonna do one of the wrist effects, and then I'll take her other hand off so we can do one of her pistols. Let's see here. Oh yeah, perfect. So as you can see, she holds the pistol perfectly, finger rests right into the hole there, and the wrist explosion effect looks great. This figure is unbelievable. I absolutely love it. It's a shame that we're going to have to wait as long as we're going to have to wait to see the film, because I have a feeling it's going to be stunning. But, there are more important things right now, right? So, at the time of this recording, a lot of the world is still mid-quarantine, so, do your best to stay home. I had these delivered to me, or this delivered to me from Target. Just do your best out there. There are more important things. If you can have stuff delivered, great. Support local businesses if you can. I definitely recommend this figure, and if you want to see pictures, definitely stick around to the end. Make sure you follow us here at AIC_podcast on Twitter and Instagram. And make sure you check out the podcast. We're live every other Monday at 5 a.m. Eastern time. We're always talking toys. So big thumbs up. Definitely recommend this figure. She's great. See if you can find her. Thanks for watching.